Hello, this is the continuation video on how to treat your pen when you have issues, of course, with your sneeze. Alright, so we have talked about the first stage, what you need to do. I've also talked about how you also need to pour hot water and do the treatment for the pen. Now, the third phase, which is the last phase, is that after pouring the hot water, okay, give it some minutes for it to cool down a little. After it has fully calmed down, when you even look closely, you see some of the pests that were burnt with that hot water. You also see the eggs that were also that were initially deposited. You see them burnt as well in the surface. So the next phase now is to scrape this topsoil. So remove the topsoil. Okay. Don't forget, I said one of the disadvantages of doing this method is that you would lose some eggs that were initially deposited inside the soil. So of course, losing some few eggs is not too a big deal compared to losing your snails. So we'll take out this topsoil. Okay, take out the topsoil just like this. Scrape them out. So scraping out the topsoil, where you have all these pests that were burnt with hot water. You can see we are still seeing some eggs that we are hiding inside the soil. Okay, so just scrape them out, the topsoil. Then when you have done that, we are going to remove them, but just to reduce the length of this video. Then you now start, after removing the topsoil, you just shuffle the soil a little. Okay, just shuffle the soil. Shuffle it a little, like this. So this will automatically bring in those other soil nutrients that may have been under the soil, under the ground before now. Bring it to the surface, just a little shuffling here and there. Okay, so this is the last stage of the treatment of your pen. After you have done this shuffling like this, okay, then you can now go to where you have your snails and start bringing in your snails. Okay, you can now bring in your snails. All right, so this is the full practice of how you can treat your pen. All right, so you can now bring in your snails. They are now free to live in. All right, so some other persons will also want to use chemicals. We don't always recommend chemical usage because most times it depends on the chemical combination. It might be too harsh on the soil or perhaps even within the pen. All right, because even as we are cleaning the pen right now, okay, this was the first one we initially did. Okay, you can see all the snails are now in. All right, so we have treated the pen. All of them are now fully in. If you look closely now, you won't see anything moving at all, any pests whatsoever. So this is just what it takes. So by the time you are done with these ones, of course, like I said, these are the eggs that we also excavated while we are doing all the treatment. So it's likely that not all of them would make it. All right, because we have tampered with them so harshly. So we'll transfer them, however, to the hatchery and see which of them can, survive it. All right, so know that when you are doing the treatment, we'll move snails from one session to another session. Okay, this one is not treated, so you can see that we'll move the ones that we are here. We can move them to this one or any other sessions as we may want it. So while you are using the disadvantage of using chemical is that when you must have moved the snails from one session to another session and you are using chemicals around that pen, we don't even advise you use it inside the pen itself. So when you now use it around the pen, there are tendencies that some of them the chemical might be too harsh, that it's still they go by air. So wind can carry some of them to even your snails and they will still have the same adverse effect. All right, while some of them will just use it inside the pen and maybe perhaps leave it for some few days, and they will now introduce the snail back. Even while they still do that, depending on the chemical combination, they will still affect the snail. So those are some of the risks involved when you want to use chemicals. So the best method is just use hot water method, and you'll be sure that all the pests will be taken care of. Now, even as we have done this reshuffling, you also have the option of bringing in fresh soil. Okay, you can dig in or dig out treated. You can treat another soil, a new one, and resurface this particular place. Okay, all you need to do, get the soil, treat it outside, then import it into these ones that are this inside the pen that have been treated. So this is how you manage your pen in respect to the treatment, and any other thing that concerns their general welfare when it comes to pen. So for more information, just keep following us. This is just one of the most important aspects of snail. A lot of people have been finding having challenges in. So we'll hope to keep hearing from you. We remain Imatex Farm, and this program is the reality of life of snail farming. So we bring you practical aspect of snailry and everything that concerns it. So keep following us, keep subscribing, keep liking our video to encourage us. So we hope to see you for more videos next time. Thank you.